So this is what we're going to make today. Leftover Christmas decorations. So let's get started. So let's start out with gathering our supplies, and you don't need much. So what I did was I went into my old balls and I found some that I'm not putting on my tree this year. And you notice I have different colors, different shapes. You can have any kind of balls that you have. I have teardrops. I mean, you can go anywhere, but I'm going to use my round balls. So I went outside and I found a stick, you know, as straight as I can, but you know, just a stick, because I'm going to have it hang, and it's going to kind of go the bow, like a bow, so that when it hangs, it's hanging like this, like that. Okay. Then I went and found some garland. Now you probably have some extra stuff in your stash, but I went out to the thrift store and I bought this big giant piece of garland for 50 cents. 50 cents. And so we're going to use this to decorate our stick at the very end. And then of course you need a glue gun. It helps to have a glue gun. I have one here. And some string. I mean, I just used some twine. And of course, wire cutters to cut the garland. Pair of scissors, and we're all ready to go. So now what you want to do is set these little balls aside for a second. We're going to work on the stick. So you take some twine, because we're going to make the hanger first. I tried doing it without a hanger, and I used nails, and it hangs like this on the wall without a hanger, but I found that it's so much easier to hang if I had a hanger. So I'm going to take my twine and double it. You can use a ribbon, you can use a yarn, you can use whatever you like. I'm just going to use the twine and double it up so it has extra strength. I have no size. I'm just making a very long piece here. And so on the end, I'm going to just wrap it around and bring it back through to make a loop like that onto my stick. And then I kind of make it tight, as close to the end as I want. And then I bring it over to the other side. And I tie a knot around I put a couple times, and then I tie it together. But you'll want to measure, of course, how long you want your loop. So I'm not going to tighten it up until I know. Now I kind of like it like this. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to tighten it up. The very end of my stick, get down there, like that. Doesn't matter if the string is kind of weird like that, because you're going to cover it anyway with garland. So I'm just going to do this and tie a nice square knot, right over left, left over right, so that it doesn't come apart. Okay, so now I have this is like a little bow. Okay, so now what we do is sometimes just laying it down like this and then tying the strings down is good, but I actually like to use something. And I'm going to use this stand. I have a stand, and I'm just going to hang this on here like this. Like that. So I have some room to play with it a little bit there, like that. Okay, so I'm going to cut this string off of here, like that. Okay, now I'm ready. Now I'm going to decide on how many balls I want, and I'm going to put them about 1.5 inches away from each other. So that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I'd say this is going to take 12 balls. I've made smaller ones that takes 5 balls. It depends on how long your stick is. So I need 12 balls. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 balls. And some of them are bigger and some of them are littler. You can use teardrops, icicles. You can do whatever you want to make your garland here. Okay, so now the next thing, we're just going to simply start tying string. And I like to cut a length at a time. So I like my string to be sort of long. So I'm just going to do the first one, and then I'm going to do the rest off camera. So you simply tie it around here, and again in a square knot, because you do not want the knot to come apart. I've tied this two ways. Either I started in the middle and I hung a really nice big one or a bigger ball or whatever, or I start on the side because I really don't know how many I'm going to go across. I count that many, but who's to say? So I'm going to start on this end, and I'm going to tie it on the outside of this hanger like that. Make sure it's tied in a nice knot. Again, we're going to put hot glue on it so it's going to stay. So see, there's one. When you tie the next one, you'll tie it to the right, so you're balancing out your stick. I'm going to do it on the outside. Make sure that your knot is at the bottom. Okay. Yep, there we go. I'm not going to cut anything yet until I'm done. So I've got the two on the end, and then I'm going to start just filling in my strings, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I have all my strings hanging down now. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I have 13. Now I'm going to have to decide how I want to arrange them. That's all you do is you figure out what I want to do. So I'm going to hang this one kind of like in the middle. This is one of my big ones. Let's start with this one. Just put it in the hole. Just tie it once and let it hang. And then we're going to balance out the levels later. I get close. Like this one will go, I'd say it'd be kind of a long one. So I'm going to leave it like that. And I don't tie it twice, I just tie it once. And I'll take this one and maybe do a green one. And I'll tie it to here, like that. Then I'll take a silver one. I mean, you can mix and match however you want to do your balls, of course. All right, so now I'm going to lift it up. I'm going to see if that's what I like. So I'm going to just adjust them the way that I want, and then I'm going to make the knots. You'll see I got to hang it to where now I can see what I'm doing. This one and this one are too close together, so I'm going to pull this one up a little bit like this. I'm going to make this one come down a little bit, or maybe go up, because I can go up a little bit like this. Like that. Oh yeah. Yeah, this will go up like that. This one will go up a little bit. This is good on this side. Now I just need to fix this side. Now you see, my balls are where I want them. All I do now is tie off this knot area. So I want to make sure that it's tied on there good. So I'll leave the balls where they are, and then I tie a knot with each string. Okay, and then I cut the excess string off. And then you can cut the excess string off the top while you're at it. So that's one. Now let's go to this one. What I want to do is take my glue gun, and I'm just going to put a little dab of glue on the top of each of these knots. Okay, so I'll make sure that nothing comes apart. I don't need to glue up here yet because that's where we're going to be gluing the garland. So while the glue is heating up, let's get the garland ready. All right, so here's my garland, and I'm just going to cut it in pieces because I want to have the garland go across my wood. So I like to take the longest pieces of my garland here that I have connected here like this one, and then I'll cut it. what I want to do is I want to make sure that I have enough to go across my stick. So let's see, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now if I have to cut more, I will. But right now I'm just going to go ahead and glue my ornaments, the tops of my ornaments down first. Okay, make sure my glue is ready. And it's just a little dab. Just a little dab. You can't even see it. You can leave it like this and you're done. That's the one that I saw when I first made them, but I thought, wait a minute, I would like to add a little garland. It makes it prettier, I think. You can go either way, rustic or garlandy. So I'm gonna go ahead and put some garland on. So now all I do is start gluing across the top here. Put the glue on this garland. Watch out for your fingers, of course. It's hot glue, unless you use a cool glue. And then stick it on like that. That's all there is to it. Look at that. Well, make it now with Linda Lang. Enjoy.